Hello, my name is Faye Higgs-Shelton. Today I will be doing my observation videos. I will be observing two teachers. Both of them are seasoned teachers. They're not new. The first teacher I will be going to observe, her name is Miss Wynn. She's a third grade teacher and she teaches math. And the second teacher I'll be observing today is named Miss Rochelle Russ. She's a language arts teacher. I don't know what part of the lesson they're going to be currently in, but when I do go into those classrooms, what I'm going to be personally looking from an administrator's point of view is there a logic to the lesson and material being taught? So is the material connected to previous lessons? Does this lesson have an introduction, a middle that includes guided work and independent work, and an end that includes student assessment and conclusion? I do know we in Dallas ISD, the teachers have to do a DOL, which is a demonstration of learning, which is a quick assessment to see, okay, did my students get what was previously taught? Can they show me? And this is how they're going to show me. And then also, I will be looking for our students meaningfully engaged in the lesson. That is very, very, very important, because if they're not engaged, that means it's going in one ear, out the other, and they're not going to be able to demonstrate blooms. They're not going to know what they're doing. So we have to make sure they're engaged and that it makes sense to them, and the teacher's correlating real world application to what she's or he is teaching. Time on task. When students are not engaged, how much time elapses before the teacher brings them back? So we do know as administrators and educators that students do seem to get off task even if the teacher is doing great first teaching. So what is the teacher doing to stop and say, okay, let me grab these kids and get them on the right track again? That's very, very important. Are students equitably called on by the teacher? So how does she do this? Does she have dry erase boards where she asks them a question, the whole class have to participate and write something down? Or is she doing, I'm calling this kiddo, I'm calling this kiddo, or the same kids getting called as keeps raising their hand? So I want to see that, and that it includes great gender representation. We in our school is 98% Hispanic, so it's not going to be a minority representation we're going to see in the classroom is predominantly Hispanic. When a teacher questions students, are the questions a mixture of divergent and convergent questions? So what type of questioning are you doing? Are you doing it where this requires only a yes or no response? Or is it more of an open-ended question? Do students have an opportunity to share their thoughts and ideas, which is very, very important. I'm looking personally if it is student-centered or is it more teacher-centered. You're going to have times when you're observing and the teachers are, have to take control, and you hear a lot of them talking in front of the classroom. But I want to see, are the students taking responsibility for their own lesson? And that's very important to see that the students are taking control, especially these are third grade students. So at this time, they should be taking ownership for their lesson. So I'm excited to go into these two classrooms today, and I'm going to be asking a few questions. I don't want to interrupt the lesson too much, but I do want to ask some questions and take some good notes on what I'm seeing and hearing, and I know I'm going to see some great first instruction. So I look forward to you all telling me the constructive criticism of my observing video, and I will be doing a reflection at the end of each teacher's lessons and saying what I could have done differently as the observing administrator and what I saw that could have went on more better in the classroom. And I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.